the 2024 Skoda Superb Combi Laurin and Klement versus 2024 Skoda Scala comparison. 2024 Skoda Superb revealed in full. No local details yet, but 4th generation large liftback and wagon promises to be a solid alternative to SUVs. The 2024 Skoda Superb has made its world debut in Europe overnight ahead of its Australian introduction sometime next year, revealing a modernized but restrained new aesthetic wrapped around the high-tech cabin we've already seen. The Czech automaker Skoda introduced a facelift version of its compact-sized hatchback Scala in 2023 and added more features and amenities to the vehicle. As a result, the car became more attractive not just for regular customers, but also for fleets. Bigger in every dimension than its predecessor save for width, the 4th generation Skoda Superb will be the last traditional large passenger car left on the local market when it launches in Australia, following the retirement of the Kia Stinger earlier this year. And Skoda's new combustion-powered flagship will play a vital role for Volkswagen Group Australia in the absence of the VW Passat and RTN passenger models, alongside the smaller Skoda Octavia. The Scala was the automaker's answer for the growing number of hatchbacks on the market offered by Renault, Ford, Opel, Peugeot, and Citroën. The vehicle was produced on the same MQB-A0 platform shared with its crossover sibling Kamiq, and the exterior dimensions placed it between the small-sized and the compact-sized classes. While that didn't change too much, the car's design was improved, and the available number of options grew significantly. Skoda Superb. Once again, there is the option of a liftback sedan marketed as a hatch, and a full-fat wagon, which will swallow 645 and 690 liters of cargo behind the rear seats respectively, increases of 20 and 30 liters. As per the related Volkswagen Passat, which won't be sold down under, the new Superb will be offered globally with a range of turbocharged 4-cylinder petrol, diesel, and electrified powertrains displacing between 1.5 and 2.0 liters. The entry-level mill is a 1.5-liter turbo petrol unit featuring mild hybrid tech, developing 110 kilowatts of power, and driving the front wheels only via 7-speed dual-clutch automatic transmission. Skoda Scala. At the front, the most significant change was noticed in the headlights, which were available with the matrix LED technology. These kinds of LEDs were previously available only on Skoda's more luxurious sibling Audi. Furthermore, even the base trim level benefited from LED technology for the headlights. The vehicle's overall design kept the same specific cubist design language of the Czech automaker. Still, the main grille was improved, featuring 7 vertical slats flanking the center-mounted radar for advanced safety systems. Skoda also redesigned the front lower bumper area with an enlarged lower grille flanked on the sides by 2 oblique slats, which delimited the side scoops. By using a diamond-style mesh design for that area, the vehicle looked not just sportier, but also fresh and attractive to younger generations. Starting from the second trim level, the Scala boasted a pair of LED fog lamps, which were mounted in an upper protected area. Skoda Superb. From its profile, the sculptured door panels and rear fenders were mainly similar to those from the 2019 model year. At the back, the base model featured standard LED taillights, while the automaker offered an option for dynamic LEDs for the turn signals. Above that are a pair of 2.0-liter engines good for 150 kilowatts and 195 kilowatts paired to the same 7 DCT. However, the latter ups the ante with full-time all-wheel drive, one of just 2 powertrains to do so, the other being the 142 kilowatts 2.0-liter turbo diesel. Speaking of diesel, there will also be a front-drive 110 kilowatts version of the same engine available in Europe, plus a lone plug-in hybrid powertrain. Based around the entry-level 1.5-liter turbo petrol engine, but matched with a 6-speed dual-clutch auto, the PHEV system is good for 150 kilowatts with the help of a solitary electric motor and 25.7 kilowatt-hours lithium-ion battery pack, which combined to deliver a claimed electric cruising range of up to 100 kilometers on the WLTP cycle. However, the PHEV system will only be offered in the wagon body style and won't be coming to Australia because Skoda's local division is planning to skip PHEVs and instead release battery electric vehicles as they become available. Scala. Another important improvement for the 2023 model year was noticed inside the vehicle. Besides the complete 8-inch digital instrument cluster and the 8.5-inch touchscreen for the infotainment system, the Scala had an option for suede upholstery and man-made leather seats. Moreover, customers could choose between 6 distinct interiors, depending on the trim level and options. Even though the vehicle's wheelbase was not significant, it offered plenty of room for the front occupants. At the same time, those seated in the back had enough legroom at their disposal. The rear split folding bench could increase the trunk size. Volkswagen Australia recently axed all its diesel offerings from the local market, save for the flagship Touareg SUV, and so it would be reasonable to assume the 4th generation Superb will mirror the current lineup and be a petrol-only affair down under, probably including the 150 kilowatts and 195 kilowatts variants. Supporting these new powertrains and bigger bodies is the VW Group's new MQB Evo platform, which was specifically developed to be more accommodating to electrification measures, as well as more sophisticated in the ride and handling department. Adaptive dampers will be optionally available on most variants, while the flagships will score the tech as standard in tandem with their AWD systems. Under the hood, the Scala came fitted with a choice of engines ranging between 95 PS and 150 PS, 94 HP, 148 HP, paired with 5 or 6-speed manuals or 7-speed automatics, dual clutch. Skoda also offered 3 options for the springs and shock settings. Besides the standard version, customers could get a rough suspension that provided 15 mm, 0.6-inch, higher ground clearance, or a sportier, lowered by 10 mm, 0.4-inch, stiffer one. Skoda Superb. All this newfound sophistication is no more apparent than in the cabin, where we find a totally new tech-centric design headlined by a multi-level dashboard, widescreen infotainment system, up to 13 inches, column-mounted gear selector, smart dials, and digital instrument cluster. It'll be a while before we get a variant-specific rundown of standard equipment highlights for Australia, but other headline gear in Europe includes a 15W wireless charging pad with integrated cooling, LED headlights, ergo seats, electrically operated load cover, wagon, 17 to 19-inch alloy wheels, and sustainably sourced cabin materials. At this stage, there will be 3 trim levels offered at a global level: Essence, Selection, and Laurin Klement. Local prices will almost certainly eclipse those of their outgoing equivalents, which currently start at $54,090, though the Australian lineup only comprises 2 grades, Style and Sport line.